Hi, welcome back to Bioenergetics. My name's Devaraj, and today we're back on the floor looking at the pelvis. I looked last week and we talked a little bit about the pelvis and how the pelvis has its own intelligence. It knows how to free up and move the body, but because of the association with sexuality, most people, or pretty much wherever you're brought up on the planet, are brought up with a heavy degree of mental control over the pelvis. We really don't want to let this pelvis go and let it just do its thing. It's all very scary. There's a lot of morality locked up with it, Catholicism. Western people tend to live in a bit of an illusion that, there are some kind of so-called primitive cultures out there where everyone is just really free and doing what they want. Mostly when it's checked back, it's not really the case. They're just the same. So that's like a common kind of fantasy. You see the myth of the happy primitive or something, some guy called it in anthropology once. So the way I see it, most people are pretty caught up actually, and the pelvis is the area where they're really caught up, where it's really not allowed to let go and just do its thing. And last week we did some pelvic rotation, and today we're going to do some pelvic bumping. It's in two kind of stages. So you need something not too soft but not too hard to lie on, like a yoga mat or two, or a nice bit of comfy carpet. You can also do it on a mattress, but probably that's a little bit too soft. You want something where when we get to the bumping bit, there's a little bit of impact on the base of the spine, tailbone. And you lie down on your back. It's good not to use a pillow unless you have some kind of really severe neck problem. And to plant your feet on the floor like this, so your knees are up. And then following your breath, breathing in, I'm just going to lift my pelvis about 2 or 3 inches, 4 or 5 centimeters off the floor. Breathing out, let it down again. Breathing in, breathing out. It's good to put a bit of gentle music on while you do this, something kind of wave-like. Just following the breath. Breathing through the mouth is good. In and out. Breathing in, pelvis comes up. You don't need to pull it right up like this. It's not a yogic exercise. Breathing in, breathing out, it goes down. And like before, what's important is that you really feel the body, especially around this pelvis. You just feel it. I need to do this for like about 10 minutes or so. It's good not to rush on to the second stage. Really give yourself time to feel the body as much as you can. It can feel like a kind of wave or like a bit of seaweed just kind of blowing in the tide. And then we come to the second stage, just a tiny bit different, the actual bumping. Lift the pelvis about 2 inches, 5 centimeters, and then just let it drop on the out breath. And if you're lucky, what you'll notice after about 5-10 minutes of this is the pelvis starts to take up its own rhythm. Maybe bumping much faster, and really a sensation like you want to let go. Maybe your arms come up. You may get a feeling of movement in your back. And your whole body can start to kind of... The trick with this is not to try and do it from your mind, thinking, but to keep on feeling the pelvis, tuning into the pelvis, and just trying to get an idea how it wants to move. Usually once the pelvis gets a little bit of freedom from egoic mind control, it wants to move quite quick. So if not much is happening and you feel like, oh, I want something to happen, you can try and just speed it up a bit or put a bit of music on that's got a bit more kind of bass beat to it, a bit of a faster rhythm, a bit of house music or something like that, or something trancey. And see if your body just moves into a natural vibration for a while. The whole exercise should take something like 20 to 30 minutes, something like that. And feel free to post any experiences you may have with it, or if something's not clear, I'm happy to answer any questions. Okay, that's our second or third, I've forgotten, pelvic exercise. I hope you have good times with it. I'm trying to work out soon that we can, because I'm teaching a lot of bioenergetics 1 hour sessions in the morning, to start to put those on Facebook Live or YouTube or something like that, so people who are interested can follow along. So stay tuned for that, and speak to you soon. Cheers.